Welcome back friends to the class number 46, and in today's video we will discuss MPBF method number 2 of Tandon Committee, which is most widely used method of calculating the working capital eligibility. So this is method 2, Tandon Committee, most conservative method of calculating the eligibility, used by most of the banks, and it is used in large corporate underwritings also. Now let us see how we calculate eligibility under this method. Let us come to the crux of the formula. What is the crux of the formula? There are only two things that you need to see and remember for calculating the eligibility in this formula. You already know the meaning of NWC that I have explained to you in a separate video in full-fledged details. First, you need to calculate the actual NWC in the business. And what is NWC? NWC is net working capital, which represents the long-term funds, long-term liabilities, long-term sources of funds which are invested in your working capital. I have already explained in detail in separate videos. So this represents NWC. So first you calculate actual NWC. And how do we calculate the actual NWC? It is total current assets minus total current liabilities. You can easily calculate the actual NWC from the balance sheet of the client if you understand the basic terms of the balance sheet. So once you have calculated the actual NWC, this represents the actual position. And now we need to see what should be the position of NWC in the business. This is the only new thing in this formula. What should be the actual NW? What should be the justified level of NWC in the business? This is the actual level, and this is the justified level as per the MPBF method number 2. And how it is calculated? Minimum NWC required in the business. How it is calculated? It is simply 25% of total current assets. We will come later on this slide. So this is the minimum NWC required in the business as per this formula. So you need to compare both of them. If both of them tallies with each other, actual NWC is equal to or more than the minimum NWC required, that means your eligibility, proposed eligibility is met. If the actual NWC is less than the minimum NWC, that means your eligibility is not met. That means there is shortfall in your NWC. And what is NWC? It is the long-term funds investments in the short-term assets. So question arises, if there is shortfall in actual NWC, suppose the actual NWC is rupees 100 and the minimum required NWC is rupees 120. So there is shortfall of rupees 20. Then how do you improve your eligibility? How do you make up that gap? There is only one simple solution. You need to infuse more long-term funds in the business. The more you infuse the long-term funds in the business, the more the actual NWC will improve in the business, right? Since NWC represents the long-term funds investments in current assets only, right? So you improve the actual NWC, you bring it closer to the minimum required NWC, and your eligibility will be met. This is the simple MPBF 2 method, right? It's just a comparison between these two. If this meets, then okay. Otherwise, NWC need to be improved, right? So I have taken an example. Actual NWC, total current assets minus total current liabilities, 100 minus 80 is 20 rupees your actual NWC, and minimum required NWC is 25% of total current assets. Total current assets. Current assets means stock, debtors, cash and bank, prepaid expenses, GST receivables, loans and advances. These are all types of current assets. So you do 25% of the total current assets in this formula. If you remember, in the MPBF method 1, you did 25% of working capital gap. And what was working capital gap? That was total current assets minus total current liabilities excluding bank borrowings. So you were reducing current liabilities from the total current assets, right? And on the net amount, you were calculating the 25% requirement amount. But here, you are taking 25% requirement on total current assets. You are not deducting anything from the total current assets here. So that means you are getting more conservative. You are asking for more from the client, right? So 25% of rupees 100 is 25 rupees. That means there is shortfall. Eligibility is not met. How do you improve? Improve actual NWC. You need to improve that figure. And how do you improve that figure? You need to bring more long-term funds in the business, which gets invested in short-term assets, right? Practically speaking, in the banks, there is one additional benefit given to the exporter clients, which is allowed by the government RBI to the exporter customers. what is the benefit given to the exporter clients? Calculation of actual NWC is same as before that we have done already earlier. The benefit is given in the minimum required NWC. Exporter have said that we are exporting the goods to other countries and India needs more and more exports so that more and more foreign currency can come into India. So Indian government want to promote exports, right? So if we are doing exports, the people are saying if we are doing exports, then we have to receive payments from the foreign customers in India, right? The payment usually comes in 90 days, 60 days, 120 days, 180 days sometimes. Payments take much longer than expected sometimes, right? So these payments gets reflected in export debtors as exporter debtors. So these payments gets formed part of total current assets, and you are asking to maintain 25% of these current assets as margin as NWC in the business to get the loan eligibility, right? So in order to promote the export and given benefit to the exporters, RBI has allowed one benefit, that while calculating total current assets, while calculating these total current assets, not this one, while calculating these total current assets, you can choose, the banks can choose it. It all depends on the bank, right? Not every bank allows this. It depends on the bank. You can choose to exclude export debtors, export receivables, the receivable amounts from the foreign parties, export debtors from the figure of total current assets and calculate the 25% on the balance amount. So how will this look? 25% of total current assets excluding export receivables. This formula is used by many of the banks. 90% banks use this, right? So this is benefit given to the exporters. So suppose your 100 rupees minus 80, 20 rupees was your NWC like here. And suppose out of these 100 rupees total current assets, export debtors are rupees 20. Out of these 100, export debtors are rupees 20. So you deduct 20 rupees from 100 rupees, you come to figure of rupees 80 net current assets after deducting export receivables, that is rupees 80. You do 25% of rupees 80, you come to rupees 20 and your eligibility meets. So this is the benefit given to the exporter by the government in this formula. So there is one problem in the NWC that you need to see here. I have already explained the problems in NWC to you in a separate video before. What is the problem in NWC? The problem is the treatment of short-term portion of long-term debt. Current liabilities include the short-term portion of long-term debt, the principal amount which is payable in the next 12 months, right, is taken part of the current liabilities. Hence, since it is taken as part of the current liabilities, it is technically reducing your actual NWC, right? So reducing your NWC, and these short-term portion of long-term debts are actually used to finance the fixed assets, not the current assets, right? So they are technically reducing your actual NWC and hampering your eligibility calculations. So this is the basic problem in NWC. But I have seen in one or two banks which are doing these things very correctly. What are they doing? While calculating the actual NWC, not the minimum required, the actual NWC, they are doing following this formula. They are doing total current assets minus total current liabilities excluding short-term portion of long-term debt. So this manual correction is done by one of the third largest private sector bank in India, right? I have seen it and I have practically liked it because they are doing it in an accurate way, and many of the banks are missing this trick, right? So this is more accurate representation of the MPBF method of actual NWC if you want to calculate eligibility under this method, and this is more actual correct representation of minimum required NWC which is followed by most of the banks. I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.